I will tell you, man, I am so behind on stuff. That's why I'm just cranking out the videos when I have time. I don't have the luxury of just doing one per day and then sitting around and watching movies or whatever, like some of these YouTubers, huh? I got a full-time job that takes me 45 plus hours a week. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Most of you collectors out there probably have a full-time job. And if you do YouTube your stuff, you're not doing it for your health. You're doing it to share with others. Try and show people, hey, this is the cool stuff I found, right? Well, I went to Dixieland Flea Market in Waterford. I had never been there. There was tons of cool stuff. They had free coronavirus all over the place, I'm pretty sure. Thank God I was wearing a mask and trying not to breathe any more than I had to. Those scuba diving lessons came in handy. Scuba diving? What would that be? Deep snorkeling lessons? Snorkeling. Yeah. Anyway, my joke sucked. But found over 30 DVDs / Blu-rays down there for almost $1 each. There's this one booth. I wish I had taken pictures. $1 each, double stacked DVDs, stored like this. And so you had to lift up a chunk of them, and then there's ones under there. So me and Chad are filing through looking for good things. Then you have to lift up the stack and look under there and go, let's look through those, and then put that stack back and grab another chunk. Oh my God. It was mentally exhausting. It was. And I'm just thinking about it, I'm getting tired, but I did pick up quite a few good things. So I'm going to go through those now. Let me grab the first stack here. We have 2 stacks. And then in the middle here, between the stacks, we're going to open up. I'm going to show you some of those comic books that were in the preview image. I do already have this on DVD. I didn't know it when I bought it, but it's only $1. And I kind of always wanted to own one of these just for nostalgia's sake, a HD DVD combo. So the red case and everything. So it's kind of cool to end up with one of those. Hot Fuzz. I don't know if you knew about these, but basically this was the competing format to Blu-ray before Sony paid all the studios to go with their format, which is actually what happened. Anybody that's a Sony fan, and if you want to disagree with me, show me evidence to the counter, but they gave Disney something like I don't know if it was million. I think it was $9 million. I don't know. They paid off everybody though. There's a lot of Blu-rays here. Again, same booth that had the plethora. Let's go plethora. You know what movie? What movie is the word plethora used in? And the guy doesn't know what a plethora is. Would you say I have a plethora of Blu-rays? Well, how can you say I have a plethora if you do not know what a plethora is? Okay. Anyway, my plethora of Blu-rays. I got Australia, Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman. I don't know anything about this, but I know I used to love Nicole Kidman in a lot of things, and I like Hugh Jackman. And it's a Baz Luhrmann movie, and I like his stuff. I haven't seen Strictly Ballroom. I have it, but I haven't watched it. But I love Moulin Rouge. So Ocean's 11. I own this already on DVD, but hey, $1 upgrade. John Cusack, Money for Nothing. And your chicks for free. Never seen that. It's an old John Cusack movie, you can tell. And The League, the complete season 1. I watched this on FX a while back. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a pretty amusing show, The League. Seemed like a lot of improvisation, but still entertaining. Sometimes that stuff just drags on when they're trying to be funny over and over and over, and it becomes nonsensical, Late Night with Conan O'Brien 10th anniversary special. I thought that was pretty cool. I have the Triumph the Insult Comic Dog one, so why not, right? Matchstick Men. I was telling my buddy Chad that this is a movie he should see. He loves heist movies, and I consider this a heist movie. You can tell me if I'm wrong on that, because I could be. Phineas and Ferb, the movie Across the Second Dimension. And while this does not have the code in it, it does have the feature film plus 8 music tracks disc here. So I don't know. Maybe there's a way I can still grab that off of there. I don't know. The tracks, I mean, they're probably just on there. Fright Night. I have never seen this, but look at this art. Check this guy out. I'm gonna try to hold this one still. Look at that art. It actually looks really cool if you could see it in person. It's really cool looking art. I mean, that's some cool stuff. I love that. Election. I used to own this, and I'll tell you a story real quick. Way back in the day, Blockbuster, remember that place? They were paying $8 per used DVD, and it had to be in their system. If it was in their system and scanned, they would take it. And what people were doing is they were getting DVDs like from the dollar store or something like that, or Family Dollar, and going and buying there and then giving them to Blockbuster, which, I mean, this probably accelerated Blockbuster into the ground, but people were doing that. But what I did is I went and bought, or not bought, but took my collection. Anything that was on a single layer disc, I ripped. I know it was a bad thing. I'm sorry. I got rid of all those. I'm recollecting those anyway now. But and $8. And I remember, I think I ended up with over $400. I ended up getting a PlayStation 2 from them. I picked up a couple of games, an extra controller, all that. And it ended up being on Blockbuster. So thank you, Blockbuster, is what I'm saying. Thank you. Because I was able to rebuy this for $1. So thanks, guys. All right. That was a fun story, wasn't it? All right. Damon Wayans. Blink Man. This is a great superhero movie. I don't care what people say. Meteor Man, Blank Man. This has Damon Wayans at his best. I love him in this movie. Now, downside, it's full screen only. That's also, though, the only way it's been released, which is unfortunate truths of a lot of movies, especially if the original DVD, the full screen, didn't sell well. They're not going to come back and put it on widescreen. I hope they do, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Now, a little whiles back, I did get a copy of this next movie at a garage sale, and I kind of got them to bundle it in. I kind of did some, finagling, but that copy didn't work. It had a big gouge, and I knew that. That's why I kind of had them throw it in. Sometimes you can get around those, and I'm going to do a video on fixing DVDs, and maybe I'll be able to fix that one. But at any rate, I picked this up for $1 because this one should work. Final Destination 2. If you've never seen Final Destination 2, it's the movie that made me and my wife never want to drive behind a logging truck. So when we see a logging truck, we both get a little bit sweaty, hearts get racing, and we get shortness of breath, and we know we just got to get away from that thing. So if you've seen this one, that, and any fences with wire between two wooden posts. So, hey, Movie Edge, what's going on, my friend? Hello. So, next on the docket, this is something I've been interested in seeing for a long time, but I just never got out there and looked for it because it's usually pretty expensive. But they had it for $3. I offered $2 at this one booth, and he said, sure. And so I got it for $2. An Evening with Kevin Smith. Now, this is, it's got 2 discs in here, which is kind of cool. It's even got the insert, but yeah, got both discs. We got some kind of, merch insert for the Jay and Silent Bob's Contraband store. And yeah, Kevin Smith, An Evening with Kevin Smith. And I've seen some pieces of this on YouTube. Definitely amusing. Next one is more for historical documentation purposes, kind of like some of these other movies I've been picking up. Cindy Crawford and William Baldwin. Do you know the movie? Cindy Crawford, William Baldwin. Yeah, one of the Baldwins, I know. It's not the greatest movie, but you do get to see William Baldwin's butt, and that's why I bought it. No, no, I bought it because Cindy Crawford's in it, and you do get to see those breasts of hers. They're not bad. They were definitely sexy. So there it is. Like I said, Cindy Crawford. I had a thing for her. I think I still have the poster downstairs that I had up in my room of her with the tight fitting jeans on that just like shaped, to the Anyway, pretty sure I got this there too. Yeah. It's got a little bit of stuff on it here. Ugh. But Be Kind, Rewind. Now, if you've never seen Be Kind, Rewind, it's an odd movie. But if you know a lot of movies, this holds a lot of value, and you'll find a lot of entertainment out of it. It's pretty funny. Without ruining the movie, basically a local video store kind of accidentally they erase all the tapes, and they have to basically remake the movies. So re-record them. They make other versions, but was that the show with Kevin Smith where it was almost titled The Last Evening? It might be. I know there's a second one called it's called like an evening with Kevin Smith, or an evening harder with Kevin Smith, or something like that, off of the whole Die Harder thing that was going to be Die Hard 2, Die Harder. But yeah, this was see when this was released. New Wave Entertainment, 120 minutes, 2002. It's a 2002 release, so I'm not sure. He I do know it says here on the inside he did the performance here at Kent State University on November 8th at 9 p.m. Probably in 2001, I'd figure. But hopefully that helps you. And then I'm going to save this one. And actually, I said I'd show the comics, but let me move these up here. This is the next stack. And let me try to get these comics. Unfortunately, like a fool, I just put them under the movies. Here we go. So they had a comics booth, and it was like, I think they were $1 each. I ended up getting all three of them for $1 total, which is more reasonable. But check this out. I did not know there was one, but yes, at some point in time, there was a Mask comic. Now, if you know Mask, the cartoon series, or you don't, Mask was basically Paw Patrol in the 1980s with human beings instead of, dogs. They basically drove these vehicles that they could transform, and then they would basically do battle. So Mask stood for Mobile Assault something. And then they battled Venom, which was the Vile, Evil, something, maybe Menace. So message retracted. I don't know. It retracted your message. So it wasn't a show that he had a heart attack after. No, I don't think that was that. That might have been the second one, though. The one called, and I actually have a browser open here. Let me see if we can't. Kevin Smith performance heart attack. Let's see when that was. The heart attack was 2018 after performing on stage. So no, that would probably be. I don't think that was either of the videos, because then there's Kevin Smith. Yeah, Kevin Smith. Harder. Yeah, and Evening with Kevin Smith 2, Evening Harder, was in 2005, and it was released on DVD in 2006. So I don't think either of those were that, but maybe they do put that out at some point. I don't know. Be Kind, Rewind is okay movie. Yeah, I know. Well, I didn't know you were all about Blu-rays, but now I got that stored away. Yeah, I mean, it definitely, well, and the movie wouldn't have made sense with Blu-ray. See, that's why DVD and Blu-ray were good to go to. The whole movie wouldn't have happened. VHS, man, magnetic tape. But yeah, that stuff, and then these crappy action figures on the back. I don't know what's going on there, like knockoff GI Joes. So, Oh, they're available at Kmart here. There you go. Yeah, be proud. Then I don't know if people know this, but everyone's heard of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And there was a few different comics, and there still are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics, but this was one called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures. And this was an Archie adventure series. And this is number 65. So this was long after I stopped collecting these. And I got rid of a lot of these. And I'm just laughing a little bit here because of the guy in the back, Twizzler's Pull and Peel. But this comic went so long and stuff started happening to the group where like they would lose an eye. Like if you look here, Raph has like a patch over his eye. Raph has a patch over his eye like that and stuff. And I think if I remember, Donatello was like part cyborg or something. Just different things happened to different members of the group. I remember that at one point in the comic. That I read about some of that stuff happening. And check out April O'Neil here. That turned her into like a full-on ninja. But, you know, it's like pretty hot there, you know? Look at this. Look at this. What's going on here, man? Damn, April. All right. And then we also got Thundercats. And I got this basically because J. Scott Campbell did the art in this, at least from what it says on the cover. And yeah, he did. It's a little crazy, his art on this one. I love how he draws women, and you can tell that with Shitara there. But he draws men a little bit crazy, if you see. But yeah, if you haven't ever looked up J. Scott Campbell, that's his name right there at the top. He is a really talented artist on drawing women. He did a comic called Danger Girl back in the day, which was amazing looking. All right, let's see what we got here. I did pick up more of the Saw movies. I picked up Saw 2, so I'd have that one. I do like Saw 2. I like the Saw movies. I did buy this set, but unfortunately, it only had 2 of the movies in it. I knew that when I bought it. I bought this at a garage sale on the way. And I'm hoping one day I'll find the rest of the movies that go in this set, but I'm not really worried about it. I figured for 2 of the movies, and it's actually 2 of the better ones, is Planet Hulk and Doctor Strange. So I think those are better ones. So I figured, yeah, I'll pick that up. The discs weren't in horrible condition. Second season of The League, you know, continue off. Yeah, it's not the Blu-ray, but hey, then I got the second season as well. Especially with Fox, you know, that was on 20th Century Fox, so now it's owned by Disney. Who knows if we'll ever see it again in that same form. Saw 3. I'm going to skip the Saw ones, really. Saw 1, you know, blah, 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 blah. That's all stuff, right? But then here's where we get into some really good stuff. Robin Williams live on Broadway. So see if we can get this stack higher. There we go. Is that good? Yeah. So that is a good pickup. And I'll tell you why. It's Robin Williams. Okay. That's why. This guy was great. I watched some of his later stuff. I don't think it was as good, but he was a funny guy. And I think he could have played the genie in a live action version of the movie. I think they could have done it. But Dollar Tree sale tomorrow. You going hunting? Funny you mentioned that. I already hit up a Dollar Tree locally that did have some stuff, and I do have some pickups I could show from that. Nothing amazing, but they did have the August ones. Let's see if I can find. Because I checked this earlier. I'll just fold it here. Check this out. Yes, they do have an August assortment. See? August 2020. And one of mine was from July. So yeah, I did pick up some things and some Reese's Pieces because goddamn, why not? Okay. So yeah. So we hit up other places too, but and some of these pickups were from a Salvation Army on the way back too. So yeah, call your Dollar Tree Movie Edge if you haven't, and just see if they have the new movies out already. Some places are already putting them out and have already like a week or two ago. And a lot of stuff is from previous waves. If you go on Blu-ray.com in the forums, there's a post in the movie and TV deals where they're talking about all the stuff they're finding. But there are some cool pickups, or some if people are finding, and it's stuff from previous waves that I missed out on. For instance, I picked up Distorted on DVD, and they had Distorted on Blu-ray, so I bought that, because it comes with the DVD, and then I'll just give the DVD away to somebody else. But yeah, they had, what were the Blu-rays I picked up? The Blu-rays, a couple of them I picked up. So yeah, I did pick up Distorted, and I did pick up Belko Experiment. Now I had the Belko Experiment, and as you saw in a former video, but Blu-ray. So I have the Blu-ray and DVD now. So why not, right? And you can tell it's from Dollar Tree because of the blue price tag here, which is on the back of every Dollar Tree Blu-ray and disc. Charlie Bartlett. This seemed interesting, and it has in it the kid who played Chekhov in the new Star Trek movies, and the one that died, who got pinned by a car or something like that, and he died. Yeah, this looked interesting. Robert Downey Jr. I'd figure this is probably at least 10 years ago, if not more, but it seemed interesting. So let's see. These old eyes. These eyes. I think that says 2002. I don't know. 2007, something like that. It was more than 10 years ago. The Ali G Show, Season 2. But yeah, I now have both seasons 1 and 2, and that one I paid $1 for the whole season. Both discs they're good enough to play and rip, so I don't need them to be emasculate. Some of these guys I see on YouTube, if the disc has like one little smear on it, they're like, oh, it's not pristine. No, it's not gonna be pristine. It's used, But okay, here's F up number 1. I bought a full screen version of this. I'm going to hold on to this and bring this back. I'm not going to put it in a sleeve. I'm going to just hold on to it like this and bring it back and see if the lady will let me switch it out for a widescreen version, because they had a lot of these. I just happened to grab a full screen one. Why did I not see at the bottom full screen in white, in blue letters on white? I don't know. I was probably looking at the top for it. Yeah, but on the back it does say 133.1, so that's on me, So if she says no, hey, I'm not going to be mad at her. And keeping in the vein of messing up, this was the other one I picked up wrong. They did have this in widescreen. Now, if you notice, nothing about full screen on the front. But at the very top here, full screen. I just got to have Chad, when he's with me, checking me on these things, because obviously I'm not able to do that on my own. This I was interested in because it has Denise Richards in it, and I had such a thing for her after Wild Things and Starship Troopers back in the day. Hopefully she'll be good in this. This looks like an older one that she was in, because I can tell because of Luke Wilson on the back. It's a much younger Luke Wilson, but this is the third wheel. Yeah, it says, and gosh, if that doesn't look like freaking Ben Affleck right there. Maybe it is. I don't know. But it says here that what year is this from? I don't know. I'll look it up later. But it's definitely the hotter, younger Denise Richards, not where she looks now, where she's trying to look younger, if you know what I mean. Jackie Brown Collector's Edition. Check that out. So they got like a bullet hole thing passing through on it. Isn't that kind of cool? Right here. It's like burn mark or bullet hole. 1, 2. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's really beat up on the inside. I'm not going for perfect, and something happened water damage wise, because this is where her face might have been. I think her face is over here now. Is that you, Jackie? Is that you? But yeah, both discs are in there, so that's what I really cared about. Looks good. Looks good. So, and it's the one Quentin Tarantino movie I'd never seen, at least at this point. And then we did stop also at a Second and Charles, and picked up a couple seasons of Modern Family for $4 each. I thought that was pretty good for a whole season of a TV show, $4. Again, I don't even know if these ones were ever put out on Blu-ray. I think the Blu-ray stopped after season 2, but you guys, especially you, Movie Edge, you seem to know more about that than me. Did they stop? Because some of these series, they'll like start putting out Blu-ray at season 4, and then they'll put it out season 5, and then they'll stop again after season 5. Yes, Scrawl on DVD. I did see that. I also saw she was topless in a movie once, but and if you want to see Ray topless, you can. But yeah, I don't know when that was from. Scrawl is like years old though, isn't that like many years ago, but not in a galaxy far, far away. Check this out. This is a Wii game. Yeah, I bought it because it was in really good shape. And we had this game a long ways back. We got rid of it because we didn't like it. But Wii games and stuff are going up in value now. So I figured I'd get this one. I have some other Wii cases I can use since this one's a little bit wrecked. But yeah, Zack and Wiki I thought was a good pickup. I have one of those, magical Wiis that does stuff other than the normal Wii. Wife and I only collect on DVD because we never found the Blu-rays. Yeah, I have the first 2 seasons on Blu-ray. That's about all I have though. I think that's maybe the only ones put out. Despicable Me. So sorry, the Zack and Wiki was 50 cents. 50 cents. This was 50 cents. Despicable Me 1. Space Jam. Now look at that. That's in like pristine condition. The case was like pretty good. This is pretty darn good. Space Jam for 50 cents. Do I love Space Jam? No, but my son might like it, and it's not a bad movie. It's got Bill Murray in it, right? And this was a cool pickup. Garfield Fantasies. So it's got Garfield's Babes and Bullets, Garfield's Feline Fantasies, and Garfield His 9 Lives. So those are the 3 specials. I also have the one that has like the Halloween, Christmas, and Thanksgiving ones on it. Those 3 specials. But I got that a long time back. This is more a guilty pleasure movie. And the Allie Larder in a whipped cream bikini, if you know what I'm talking about. Varsity Blues. Yeah. Varsity Blues. Amy Smart's in it. I mean, I love Amy Smart. She's goddamn hot. All right. What else do we have here? I did find Casper recently. I think I showed that in a different episode or whatever. I do got some more pickups here that I picked up at Salvation Army recently, but I think I'll save those for another week because this is already going a little bit long. But we're going to end it with the big one, the one I promised would be amazing because I did not even know this existed. And I found it there for $1. And it's in great shape. And it even has, let me make sure. Yes, it even has the inserts. Whew. Okay, here we go. Bam. Tenacious D, The Complete Masterworks 2. I did not know a second one of these came out. If you're a Tenacious D fan at all, the first one is a great one. It has the TV series episodes done by the Mr. Show guys, which would be Bob Odenkirk and David Cross. This, though, has a concert on it. So it has a concert, basically full-length concert filmed at the sold-out Moore Theater in Seattle, Washington, February 16th and 17th, 2007. Running time 1 hour and 32 minutes. And then disc 2 is D Tour, like D space tour. A Tenacious documentary running 2 hours, including 30 minutes for deleted scenes. And it's got extras on that disc too of Late Night with Conan O'Brien and other things, MTV Music Award appearances, Saturday Night Live. So this is such a cool pickup. Something I think if you're a Tenacious D fan or just a fan of comedy and good rock, funny rock, Tenacious D, baby. So this is the crowning achievement of that day. But all in all, I mean, this is the haul. That's it, man. So just I gotta get back to giving away those digital code. So anyone that wants to leave a comment on this video about any of those movies I talked about, and I'll give you two more here, two more, but leave a comment about any of the stuff we're talking about, and I'm going to pick maybe I'll pick two people too for the next digital code giveaway. So these are eBay orders. I knew what they were going to be, so they're not big time. Oh my God, what is it? This one, I picked up a couple of these different things because I read about them and I heard good things, and somebody was selling them locally, and then they copped out, and I was about to go to their house and get them, but you know, they were like, "Oh, are you a reseller?" I said, "No, I just collect things." And they were like, "Oh, well, we're going to sell them on Amazon or whatever." And I know you're not Movie Edge, but I'm hoping other people end up watching and just posting a comment, and then they can get a free digital code for some movie of their choice off of a list. Wonder Falls. I've heard this is really good, so I'm hoping it lives up to what I've read about it and heard about it. I don't know anything about the story other than things that are inanimate talking. So I'm hoping this is good quality show here. And then this big one here, I know what this is too. And so let me open that up. This is, that's right, it's My So-Called Life, the complete series. That's right. Look at this. It has everything in here. The book. So this is like a nice little picture here. The family, I guess, or something. I've never seen this show, so it should be kind of cool for me. Since I've never seen it. But yeah, got all the discs there. Yeah, right? I got to check out how they look, but the guy said it was good, so I'm going to take his word for it. Really, really like Claire Danes, so it should be a good series to check out. I know, how do you like Claire Danes and you haven't seen this series? I'm a busy guy. There's only so much time and there's so many shows to watch, but yeah, it's kind of cool. It looks like a book. Look at that. Isn't that kind of cool? Looks like a book. So, hope you enjoyed this plethora of pickups. Oh, I got, wait. Two more. That way I can start putting all this stuff away and I don't have to keep it out here. I did find Murder by Numbers, and where would Sandra Bullock be without her boyfriend, Johnny Mnemonic? Whoa. Yeah, I found Johnny Mnemonic. What are you doing? I'm making a long distance call. Yeah. Before he was Neo, he was Johnny Mnemonic. So there you go. Look at that. Look at that duet. God, man, there's another one over here. I keep saying this is over, but there's so many. And then this I picked up because it looks like Pink is in this. Right here. Isn't that Pink? It looks like Pink. But good cast, and it was I think $2. So yeah, like I said, a lot of stuff. You can even see how big that one pile is. If I put My So-Called Life on it, we're almost ending the show then, I guess. All right. Well, I think that covers everything. Bye. Oh God, I got a problem.